Before starting a goat farm, check with your local zoning regulations. Your local government may not allow goats, especially if you live in an urban area. Contact the nearest zoning board, building inspector, or other regional government office to see whether it limits farmers to certain breeds, ban only uncastrated male goats, bucks, or imposes some other limitation. Check with your landlord or homeowner association as well. Make it clear whether you are raising goats for commercial or personal use, as different regulations may apply. Plan on getting at least 2 goats. Goats are social animals, and are more likely to be in cooperative or try to escape if kept alone. Always keep at least 2 goats in each enclosure. Because uncastrated males bucks cannot be kept with females, this may require purchasing more than 2 goats. Keep reading for tips on deciding which sex of goats to purchase. Decide how many male and female goats to purchase. There are 3 main types of goats divided by sex: females, called does, uncastrated males, called bucks, and castrated males, called wethers. Does need to be impregnated by a buck before they produce milk, but raising a buck can require a lot of extra work. Bucks require a separate enclosure, may develop a strong odor, and are often aggressive. For the easiest start to your goat farm, buy 2 does, and pay another goat farm for the opportunity to breed your does with its buck. They are usually purchased as barnyard pets. Many goat farms end up with wethers when their goats give birth to extra males. If you do purchase a buck, consider spending extra for one with breeding papers. You'll have a better idea of its traits and are less likely to breed defects into your herd. Select the age of the goats. Young goats are called kids, or bucklings or doelings depending on sex. When around 8 weeks old, they are typically cheaper than older goats, and may be friendlier if raised around humans, but they require 1 to 2 years of care before they can be bred, produce milk, or be sold as meat. A junior kid between 6 months and 1 year old will take less time to mature, and may even come with the option to have it bred before purchase, so it produces milk sooner. Finally, an adult or senior goat may be the cheapest option of all, but be wary of goat farmers selling useful milk producers. They may be trying to sell the lowest quality goats in their herd. Choose a goat breed. Finally, some farms raise Angora or Cashmere goats to sell their hair for fabric. Find out which breeds are raised in your area, how large each breed grows to, and the physical and personality traits of each breed. Some breeds tend to be more docile, produce bucks with a stronger smell, or be prone to certain health problems. Before deciding, you may want to read up on how to milk goats, slaughter goats, or shear goats. If you are not up to slaughtering a goat yourself, find commercial slaughtering operations nearby that will purchase your goats before raising goats for meat. Plan out costs. The costs of raising a goat varies over time and from region to region, as does the profit you can earn from selling goat products. If you are planning to raise goats for commercial purposes, it pays to get a good idea of costs and expected profit. Try to talk to several goat farmers or read recently published goat farming guides in your area to get a good estimate of the following costs. Build excellent fencing. Goats are excellent at crawling through small gaps or climbing over fencing. 5 feet fences or higher of sturdy, no-climb, wire fencing strung between posts is harder to climb or slip through than fences. Constructed with horizontal beams. Build a goat shelter. Your goats will need a place to go in the winter and when it's raining. A small pole barn will work just fine. Goat breeds with thick coats may be able to withstand colder temperatures, but check with an experienced goat farmer first. If you live in a mild climate, a 3-sided enclosure will provide fresh air. If your area experienced cold winters, create a fully enclosed, draft-free environment, but let the goats out during the day. Goats hate puddles and wet weather. You may wish to provide a larger indoor enclosure. Remove poisonous or strong-smelling plants. Goats will graze or chew on almost anything. Shop around for food and water buckets. Compare various grains to determine which will be nutritious and cost-effective for feeding your goats. The feed should provide significant amounts of calcium and phosphorus in a 1:1 ratio to prevent health problems, and certain feeds may require additional mineral supplements. Getting started with goat care. Remove the horn stubs of young goats. Most goat species grow horns, and if allowed to grow, these horns have the potential to seriously injure other animals or humans. Anytime after the young goat is 2 weeks old, have the horn stubs removed, or disbudded. This can be painful for the goat, and difficult without proper assistance. Castrate most young males. Even if you are breeding goats, you typically only need 1 buck per 25 to 50 does. Have a veterinarian administer a preventative tetanus shot before you perform the castration. Know who you can consult if one of your goats develops a health problem or escapes its enclosure. Find out where to sell your product. Whether you are selling meat, fiber, dairy products, or goat kids, you'll need to find a market to purchase them. For a small operation, it may be easiest to sell to individuals in your community or become a vendor at a farmer's market. If you have more products than you can sell this way, you can ship products through online orders or sell them to a commercial vendor who takes care of delivery for you. Consider opening up your farm to visitors, and charging people to visit and pet-friendly goats. Thank you for watching this video. You can share, like, comment and subscribe if you feel to do so. Thank you.